So friends, in today's video, I've come with a few tips for each and every student who is just promoted to 10th class. Here are some study tips based on my experience. Firstly, let me tell you, I got 96% in 10th board exams. So here are just tips I want to share with you guys. When you are, firstly, we need to understand the difference. Why 10th class is kind of considered a bit important and different as well, because now you are not going to give normal school exams, right? As the final exams, you will have board exams about which like you are not aware. The things what are going to come in your exam are totally new, and the first time you're going to give board examinations, right? So till ninth or probably till 10th, what you are doing is just reading the chapters, doing questions, and the teacher would ask you the same questions which they taught you in your exams, and you have almost crammed all the questions and you write it very well. But in boards class, like if you talk about 10th and more in plus 1 and plus 2 as well, and sometimes in ninth as well, if you have done this way, the questions are not just from your books. These are not the ones given in your back exercises in your book, but it's something which you will answer based on your knowledge, right? So here are a few tips. Let's just begin the video. First thing is which you need to understand, which you need to practice being in 10th grade. It is book reading. It's not just like just once you've read the book taught by a teacher and it's done. Not really. You have to read your chapters by yourself multiple times, as many times as you can, till you understand it very properly, or till the like important points are fit in your brain, right? This is the first point. It's just book reading is very important for every subject, whether it is science, SST, English, or even languages, right? Then other one is NCRT. Now NCERT is all about boards. Like board, there will be not any question out of NCRT. This is a very normal thing actually, because CBSE has issued NCRT just for you students, so that you can prepare from them and answer your questions very well in your boards. So NCRT, you don't need to focus on many books, right? Instead, you just need to have one NCRT, which is a must. Whether if you are following any reference books, it's okay for your understanding, for better understanding of the topics. You can go for reference books, but you must have read your NCRT at least once. Okay. Another thing is NCRT back exercises. Most of the questions come directly from the ones given in your NCRT. NCRT back exercise and NCRT in text questions, and the third one is NCRT examples, which are mostly given in between the chapters. You need to focus on them as well. NCRT, basically NCRT is very important and main book from which your paper is going to come at the end of your session, right? So don't skip NCRT. Whether if you're doing reference books, it's good because it will just enhance your knowledge, right? It will give you much more uh, you know content to write in your examination, but NCRT is must, because the wording, the lining of NCRT is very important. The next thing is, one thing I would recommend you, like when you are reading your books, try to make questions out of it. Right now, you must be doing, you must just, 10th class has just started, right? So you must be reading your chapters and doing the things. So make a habit, like whenever you are taught, whether 2 3 pages in a day by your teacher in your school, after coming home, try to make questions out of it. As much you have read or as much you can read by yourself from the book, from the NCRT, try to make questions out of it. Like every line itself has some kind of hidden question in it. So try to find that question, make the questions, make the answer as well, and try to learn them if you can, or read them multiple times. You will actually get the concept and you will be able to answer the questions. Another thing is test. Like during the course of your session, right, until your final exams, you have to give as many tests as you can. Now it's not something I really need to tell, because tests are being conducted in your school at regular intervals. So attend the test, prepare for test, attend them honestly, and do test, because What you need to practice here is writing answers. You need to increase your writing speed. You need to know how to write answers, what content you need to write in answer, what is being asked, what you are writing. These are very small things which you will learn through tests, giving various exams which will be conducted definitely in your schools. So give as many tests as you can. Another thing is daily revision. Like daily you should revise whatever you've been taught. Now a very easy and simple way to do this is, if in school today, if in school like you read 4 to 5 pages, whether it is science, it is SST, it is in language, or if I talk about maths, if you have done certain kind of questions, try to revise the same thing at home. If it is something based on reading, say science, SST, English, and language subjects, so try to read the same thing again at home just once. Just have a reading. Because when you just read the things now, you get some kind of things fitted into your brain. And if I talk about maths, try to solve questions similar to the ones your teacher taught today, right? It is very, like, if you will focus on these things from the beginning of a session, then till end you will be prepared well, that you don't need to worry. But if you're not like focusing on the things from the beginning, you are taking it very easy, you're not even bothering, it's okay, just reading and going to school, coming and doing homework, that's it. It won't work, it won't really work. You need to revise the things again and again. You need to do extra work on your basis. And one more thing, if you are able, just try to make notes, because a habit of making notes will be helpful in plus one and plus two as well. And further, if you prepare for any competitive exam, notes making is very important thing. So when you are reading chapters, try to pick out the important lines, try to pick out important topics, and make short notes. Just write it in your language. Don't go for that bookish language, because it is quite difficult, right? Just write in your language, easy words, simple words, and so that you are able to understand them. Notes are a very, means very important thing, very beneficial thing when you're revising your chapters, when you're just a day before your exam. You just have to have a look on your notes, and that's it, you'll be done. Everything will be like revised very much faster. Another thing, being in class 10th doesn't mean that you need to be just focused on your studies, but much focused on your studies, right? You need to participate in your extracurricular activities, which I would recommend. Many functions, because I've seen in my time there were a few of my friends who would just study, they won't take part in any activity, but it doesn't really affect your study. If you have a good timetable, then you can manage your studies as well as your activities you're taking part into. Because I used to do that. I was a very active participator. I used to participate in many things, whether it be essay writing, dance, singing, and many other kind of things, right? And I was focused on my studies as well. During examinations, I won't waste my time at all, right? But you need to participate, because when you participate in extracurricular activities, it kind of gives you some experience, some exposure to other things as well, which is very much important. So I think that was all what I wanted to tell you guys. So that's it for today. I hope you like my video. Please like if you like, subscribe if you want to, and share if you find it helpful. Thank you so much.